Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever the time you're watching us. This is round number 3 of the DTM Offline Championship 2010 season. I am the Grime Lloyd, and this race will happen in Brno at the Czech Republic. This track has 15 corners, 9 to the right and 6 to the left. It's a track of 5 kilometers, 403 meters. This layout exists since 1987 and in real life has hosted DTM races in 2004 and 2005. We have a change in the lineup. Andrea Federi from Italy is replacing Colin Riley in the number 84. So Andrea Federi is making his debut in the series. Let's see if he will make a name for himself. You can see the layout right here. Most of the corners look exactly the same, but let's see if this race will be exciting. Now let's take a look to the starting lineup. Vedran Vedrina and Joel Dyer on row number 1. Kapa Hotel and Jordan Worrell on row number 2. Row number 3 is Mihnia Balaga and Alexander Zemchik. Then Petra Muka and Jonathan Kloskey. Richard Johnson and Andrea Federi making his debut. Then Victory Bobo somehow isn't stuck in Lausitz anymore. And Owen Summers on row number 6. Row number 7 is Chris Brown and offline racing veteran Julius Anderson. Then row number 8 is Levente Dobos and Hakan Som, the reigning GP4 champion. Row number 9 it is Andrei Nitsu and John Artur. Then row number 10 it is Azu Zafri and Victor Prieto. And on the final row, Oscar Clayton and Ren Zians. How did he end up in 22nd? You can already see the cars, and the race will begin in just a moment. 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. And we are underway at Brno with the Czech Republic. And it seems to be a good start from Joel Dyer. And Joel Dyer will take the lead. Vedrina is in second. Hotel is right there, ready to attempt to overtake Vedrina. It will be round 2 after their battle for position in Lausitz. And Joel Dyer already in the lead. Joel Dyer, who finished 3rd in Lausitz last week. Look at this. Look at Kapa Hatala. Kapa Hatala is already in 2nd place. That is impressive. I think that is the best position Kapa Hatala has ever been in his career. John Artur didn't have a good start and he's 22nd. Renz Jans is improving there at the back, and look at Petra Muka. Muka is he's trying to overtake Vedrina, but they're side by side. What will he able to do? And Vedrina has lost 2 positions. He has lost position to Mihnia Blaga as well. Now, in just a moment, the drivers will be completing lap 1. Joel Dyer's in the lead, then Hatala, Muka, Blaga, Vedrina, the top 5. Jordan Worrell's there right at the back. And look at this, look at Summers. That is Owen Summers overtaking Victory Bobo. Bobo, for some reason, somehow, he's not stuck in Lausitz anymore. And somehow, he ended up getting in time to race in Brno. Look at Jordan Worrell. Jordan Worrell has overtaken Vedran Vedrina. I think starting on the pole position is not a good thing because Vedran Vedrina is losing places, way too many positions. And now Jonathan Kloskey, who was pole position in Hockenheim, and he overtakes Vedran Vedrina as well. I don't think starting on the pole in DTM means good luck. There you see John Artur in 22nd, Azu Zafri is 21st, and Ren Jans is in 20th. So, difficult start for Ren Jans. There you see the drivers in the back of the pack. This is Joel Dyer in the lead. There's Kapa Hatala and Petra Muka. Then Mihnia Blaga, Jordan Worrell. Vedran Vedrina is already in 7th place, and he's being attacked. by the other drivers who want his position. Now Oscar Clayton's in 22nd. Something happened with the Scottish driver. I wonder what happened with him. But Oscar Clayton's in 22nd, but apparently the camera just missed the cue and we still have no idea why he's there. And obviously this is brought to you by Fokker Vision. This is Vedrina. We're on board with Vedran Vedrina. He's trying to recover 7th place from the rookie Andrea Federi, and that's what he does. So Vedran Vedrina is in 7th place. Now on board with Joel Dyer. And we have a collision at the back. It is Victor Prieto. This is not a good season for Victor Prieto after his win in Hockenheim. I think he was spun by Azu Zafri. This is the replay, and that's what happens. Look at this. And boink. There it is. So a spin for Victor Prieto, and now he's in 22nd. Some funny aji-baji right there. This is Andrea Federi, and he goes wide. So Andrea Federi going wide. Well, welcome to DTM, Andrea. There he is, losing positions. Look at this. Almost a collision there between Federi and Zafri. And look at Andrei Nitsu. Andrei Nitsu goes wide. Oh my god, and he returns rather unsafely, but luckily no one was there. Now lap number 4, and Chris Brown. And there is Chris Brown. Well, he's out. He's out. And Julius Anderson. I think Anderson caught debris. Well, and there is Alvin Summers. Now Alvin Summers going wide. I think there was a crash at the back there with Julius Anderson. And now lap 5, and now another driver going wide. It's Rens Jans. Well, no one ever competed in this track, so it makes sense that people have no idea what this track is made of, because everyone is going wide. I think this track is filled with puddles everywhere. Now, let's take a look at the replay here with Chris Brown. There he is. And he just completely missed the cue for the cornering. And he goes straight, and then boom. Now, I think Julius Anderson made a mistake. Now, let's see here. And Anderson goes wide. And oh no, and he was hit, and he was hit by Federi, and he was hit by the rookie. Oh man, that is really bad. That is Julius Anderson, the offline racing veteran, and Andrea Federi, who was making his debut. And let's see. Yeah. He had nothing to do. He had nothing. He had nowhere to go. That's what I meant. And unfortunately, this crash happened. There's no reason for penalties. This is not the place for you to whine about it. This is just real racing. If the race is not good for you, well, move on to the next round. And I think that's exactly what Andrea Federi and Julius Anderson are going to do. Now, Kappa Hattala in 4th place. We're on board with him. He's trying to overtake Jonathan Kloske. And that's what he does. That's what he does. So Kappa Hattala. No, not yet. No, not yet. Not yet. So Kloske just recovered 3rd place. But Hattala is trying really hard. And now lap number 8. This is Joel Dyer in the pits. And now the work of the team. The tires and the fuel. And 7.9. He's out of there. Kappa Hattala in 15th, something happened, and well, again, someone going wide. Now look at Hattala. He was in 3rd place. Come on. He was in 3rd place, and just holy dingly parts. He just goes to 3rd place to 15th. That is not good for Kappa Hattala, who's clearly making a name for himself here in the DTM. This is Azu Zafri. He's in the pits. Azu Zafri, who's not having a good season. He had a problematic first race in Hockenheim, and he was just there hanging around in Lausitz. Now Zafra in the pits, and the tires, and the fuel, and he's out of here 9 seconds. Petromuka, the race leaders in the pits, so Jonathan Kloske will take the lead at this point. Petromuka, who is from Russia. Last season we had no idea where he was from, but he's actually Russian. 8 seconds. Nice pit stop. Look at this. Joel Dyer trying to make a move, I believe on Alvin Summers. Side by side, and he takes 8th place. And now the race leader, Jonathan Kloske, is in the pits. You may remember or may not remember, but in Hockenheim, he did have a... Oh, wait a minute. I was going to talk about Kloske's crash in Hockenheim, but holy dingly parts, look at this. It's Richard Johnson. Richard Johnson, he just completely lost it. Now let's take a look at the replay right here. And he's going to make the corner, and he completely missed the cue in the braking, and oh my god, he just hit the gravel really badly, and that probably cracked his suspension, and he just went straight to the wall. Now Jonathan Kloske in the pits, Levente Dobosh in the pits as well. 6.6 for Levente Dobosh, who won in Lausitz, 6.7 for Kloske, and 6.6 for Waro. So a lot of drivers going to the pits. Hattala in the pits as well on lap 11 of 30. This is Hattala. Now the tires and then the fuel. And 7.4, and he's back to the track. Lap number 12. Apparently there's yellow flags somewhere. I think it's because of Johnson. Johnson somehow is stuck. I think something happened with Blaga here, because I think he was waiting for the team and the team just came up late. So good job, guys. How to succeed in business. This is Alvin Summers, and he has to wait for Hakansalm. Oh no, and the team just forgets him there. That is not good. Lap 13. Levente Dobosh trying to overtake Jordan Morrow for 4th place. And that's what he does. There's nothing that Jordan Morrow can do about it. As was Zafra already in 9th place, and side by side with Hakansalm, and Sam managed to overtake the Malaysian. Well, at least Zafra is trying. Wait a minute, something happened there with Dobosh. He's slow. What happened? And he just went wide. Everyone is going wide. Who hasn't going wide yet? Raise your hand. Now lap 15, and this is Zimchik. And he has been overtaken by Mihnia Blaga, and Hakansalm is right behind him. And Mihnia Blaga is out of the race. What happened? I think it's a broken suspension. It is a broken suspension. The left front suspension is shattered, and that's the end of the race for Mihnia Blaga. Not having a good season, Mihnia Blaga. Now lap 17, this is Andrei Nitsu. Nitsu is trying really hard to score his first points. Oh no, and Nitsu just goes wide. I think I jinxed the guy. Look at this. He just went wide as well. This is pretty much a lottery at this point. Who hasn't gone wide at this point? So Andrei Nitsu going wide, and there's nothing he can do about it. He returned right in front of Hattala. This is Victory Bobo in the pits. Somehow he's here after being stuck in Lausitz. I think Richard Johnson is still stuck on the gravel. Wow, imagine if this happens in every race. Someone gets stuck on the gravel. Everyone wants to imitate Way Scuba so hard, following the time he was stuck in China 2009. You saw Richard Johnson's car there being stuck on the gravel. What happened here? Lap 19. This is Andrei Nitsu overtaking Zemchik for 8th place. Good move. Now Andrei Nitsu is trying really hard. For him, it's pedal to the metal, as someone would say. Now Levente Dobos in the pits. I was gonna say something else. What? Anyway, he's in the pits. So he's the points leader actually. And look at Kapo Hattala. So Hattala going to 9th place, overtaking Alexander Zemchik. Lap 19. This is Oscar Clayton overtaking Zemchik as well. Victor Prieto in the pits. Obviously not a good season for Prieto after his win in Hockenheim in round 1. Look at Levente Dobos here overtaking Zemchik. That's what he does. Now Prieto 6.9. A rather quick pit stop for the Spanish driver. And now it's Jonathan Kloske in 2nd place. He goes to the pits. Johnson's still stuck, by the way. Now on board with John Artur, he's in 3rd place, the Brazilian, and he's trying to overtake Alexander Zemchik. Zemchik is just having an average season. He had a few problems in Hockenheim. He crashed in Lozitz, and he's trying really hard here in Czech Republic. And look at John Artur already overtaking Zemchik, and Levente Dobos goes wide. Oh no, this is not good for the points leader. Let's take a look at a replay here. Levente Dobos, while in 8th place, he just went wide. Everyone is going wide. I think everyone is just missing their cue for braking. I think they just forgot their braking point, so to speak. That is not good. Lap 21, look at Andrei Nitsu. He's trying to overtake. That is Zafri, and that's what he does. 5th place for Andrei Nitsu. Look at Vedrina here. Vedrina's trying really hard. Oh, and he went wide there. Lots of dust. Vedrina going bunkers all over the place. He was overtaken by Renzians. Renzians is not having a good race here in Brno. This is Joe Dyer. Joe Dyer in the pits. Now the quick work from his team. 7.5. This is lap 22. This is Kapo Hattala. Hattala is in the pits. I wonder what he's capable of. He has been doing a good job in this season so far. And he's out of there. 7.8 for Kapo Hattala, former GP2 driver. And Andrei Nitsu is off. Oh no. Look at this. Yeah, it's the same corner. This is the same corner where a lot of drivers have gone wide. I think this is the corner where Nitsu went wide a few laps ago. I don't remember now, but I think it's the same corner. And oh my god, is Nitsu stuck? He stole the engine? No, he didn't stole the engine. He keeps going, but he lost a lot of positions. That is horrible for Andrei Nitsu. He's still trying to get his first points after scoring a pole position in Lozitz, but that wasn't to be after an accident during the race. Jordan Worrell in the pits. Jordan Worrell is doing a great race now in Brno after a below average season start. This is Azu Zafri. He's in the points, but he's going to the pits, so he's going to lose a lot of positions. But he's improving. Maybe one day Azu Zafri will go to the points. Jordan Worrell. Oh man, that is a huge one. And somehow, somehow, he gets away with it. Look at this. Holy dingly parts. He just caught some air time right there. And that's a big one. And he just returns like nothing happened. Well, he's made of steel. Jordan Worrell must be made of steel. Just like his car. Now this is the final lap. Petra Muka is in the lead. Petra Muka competed in GP2 last season, but he never won a race there. He was very consistent, and until the qualifying for the Brazilian Grand Prix, he was eligible to compete for the title. But after failing to score the pole position in Brazil, he had no more chances to become the champion in GP2. There you see Richard Johnson's car still stuck there. These track marshals are weak. Well, now Petr Muka is going to the final corners, and he's going to win, and it's going to be another win for the Beamer. Another win for the BMW. Up to the final corners of this track in Czech Republic, and there he is, the man of the hour and the man of the moment. Petr Muka has won in the Czech Republic. Second place for Jonathan Kloske. This is his first points in the season. Joel Dyer, third place. Jordan Worrell in fourth place. Then Levente Dobos. Look at this. Levente Dobos and Hakan Salm battling for fifth place. This is important for Levente Dobos. But whatever the results here, fifth or sixth, he will still be the points leader. Look at Salm. Salm overtook Dobos, and Salm is going to take fifth place. What a great overtaking maneuver for Hakan Salm right at the end of the final lap. And seventh place for Kappa Hatala, doing a good job. And an eighth place to Victory Bobo. What a surprising result for Victory Bobo. Ninth place to Jonata, barely missing the points. Then Azu Zafri, barely missing the points. Oscar Clayton, so close yet so far away. And that is Andrei Nitsu. Well, tough TDs, mate. You were there in the points, but after so many mistakes, he has to be happy with his 12th place. Then Zemchik, then Summers, Prieto in 15th place. Not a good race for the Spanish driver. Vedrina in 16th, and that's it. And that is it. So, after 46 minutes and 54 seconds of racing, the winner was Petr Muka. Shortest race of the season so far. Also, this is BMW's third win in 3 races. So completed the top 8, Jonathan Kloske, Joel Dyer, Jordan Worrell, Hakan Salm, Levente Dobos, Kappa Hatala, and Victory Bobo. Then the rest of the field, John Artur, Azu Zafri, Oscar Clayton, Andrei Nitsu, Alexander Zemchik, Alvin Summers, Victor Prieto, Vedran Vedrina, and Renzians, who finished a lap behind. Then the retirements, Mihnia Blaga, Richard Johnson, who's still stuck on the gravel, Julius Anderson, Andrea Federi, and Chris Brown. Fastest lap was scored by Jonathan Kloske, 1:31.042. This is good for him. Like, lots of bragging rights, needless to say, as fastest laps and pole positions don't give you points here. There you see the rest of the field. A lot of these drivers, they're not having a good pace. And now let's go to the standings. Not waste any time and go to the driver standings, because Levente Dobos still leads the championship with 19 points and 1 win. Then Petr Muka with 15 points and 1 win. 13 points for Renzians, 12 points for Joel Dyer, 11 for John Artur, 10 for Victor Prieto, who has a win, 8 points for Jonathan Kloske, 6 for Kappa Hatala, 5 for Jordan Worrell and for Chris Brown, 4 points for Hakan Salm, 3 points for Vedran Vedrina and Victory Bobo, 2 points for Richard Johnson, 1 point for Colin Riley, and then with 0 points, Andrei Nitsu, Alvin Summers, Julius Anderson, Azu Zafri, Oscar Clayton, Mihnia Blaga, Alexander Zemchik, and Andrea Federi. Well, the next round will be round number 4 in Istanbul in Turkey. Will I be there for the commentary? That remains to be seen, but hopefully I will. Thank you very much for watching this video, guys. Hit the like button and subscribe to Florian's channel. He deserves it. Well, I think this is my cue to leave. Yep, this is my cue to leave. I'm the Grimeloid. I'll see you hopefully at Istanbul for round number 4. If not, I'll see you at some other day. Bye!